Hey guys!
Hey cousins!
So we are back for another bump file. So in the bump files, we are going to give updates about our pregnancy like we've been doing. So they've usually gone typically after our appointments, especially after big appointments. So we just had a big appointment, so now we're ready to kind of give you guys an update of what we've been up to with our little baby boo.
So first I think we should talk about, since we're now in week 20, getting ready to hit week 21,
right?
What has your sensitivity level been like? I know before, early on, there was a lot going on around, you know, Black Lives Matter and
George Floyd, and
COVID. So now, like, I don't want to say things have died down, but
right.
Where are you at with things? Like, what's triggering to you outside of social media, in the house, like things? What's your sensitivity level like?
Oh, so it's really around the things that I read and the things that I watch. So, of course, because I'm pregnant, it seems like everyone's talking about pregnancies and all the shows are like characters are dealing with miscarriages and stuff. And that kind of stuff is very hard for me to watch and to take in. And I just try to be aware of the kind of things that are going on, but I try not to get like Jamilla obsessed, because I can get obsessed and then research and then obsessive, and it's just too much. So I'm very sensitive about what I watch and what I take in. I can't watch anything too deep. I was on a Scandal fix where I was just watching Scandal every day. I was just really into it, but it just got too heavy. So I've been trying to keep all of my readings and everything that I watch and absorb and listen to very light, which is very hard to do. How do you think my sensitivity?
I was gonna say I was like that too, because I remember I was watching All of Us or This Is Us. Yeah, This Is Us. And then when she had the miscarriage, I just completely stopped watching. Like,
oh yeah,
I completely stopped watching while I was pregnant. But I think you have been a little bit more sensitive to people more than you have ever been. I think people tend to hurt your feelings easier.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that, you know, people think that you're like, oh, Jamilla doesn't have feelings, Jamilla doesn't cry. But what they don't know, like, yeah, she may not do it in front of y'all, but I've seen a lot of tears in the past 2 weeks.
Or I harbor on stuff more than, because like usually like I will make a comment, like a little quib about it, and then like maybe it would turn into like a joke. But see, now I see myself like more internalizing it a little more than I have been before. So it's like I'm really paying attention to the things people say to me, and what I do is I just kind of close myself off. Like maybe that's just not the person I need to be around or talk to in this season of my life. Nothing on them, just this may not be our season.
Right. And I think what I'm working on, and also Ma Dukes, I call Ma Dukes is Jamilla's mom, you know, because Jamilla doesn't cry a lot. So when she does cry, she cries to us. So we all like game, like, who about to cuss them out first?
Oh,
like,
yeah. If I start crying, people think it's pretty serious.
So, like, it's almost like me and my Dukes and just feel like her protector. Like, we about to go in. Like, do I need to cuss this person out? Like, we got a code word. Like, I told her, if I call her...
What's the code word?
Don't worry about it. If I call her with the code word, just call her on three-way.
I started crying after we were car shopping. So, we did recently upgrade my car to an SUV, thankfully, because my little Honda, whoo, it was getting hard to get in and out. It was cute, but it was hard to get in and out. But
this is a lot of things that I've noticed with Jamilla. Like she said, she harbors on things a little bit more, and I've seen more tears, which I'm pretty, you know, cool with. I'm there. I try not to get myself upset, because I'll be ready to. If you make my wife cry, you know, 9 times out of 10, we already gonna shake your ground. But on to the next topic.
Why did you say it like that?
Because it made me think, like, sensitivity. Because yesterday, you almost broke down over pizza. So let's talk about your food cravings.
Oh, I did almost cry over y'all. I was pissed with a capital P. So I got the pizza place that we were supposed to be ordering to like pick up like curbside. The name of the road is the same over near where we live now versus where our old pizza place is. So I had to drive like 20 minutes out the way to the old pizza place, and I was just like in tears, because in my head I was like, that's 20 minutes there and then 20 minutes back, and that's 40 minutes for when I can eat my pizza. I was just like disappointed in myself, because I really tried not to make like those kind of mistakes, because the queen calls me loosey-goosey.
So we had went to the pizza place near us. I'll go in, pick up the pizza. They're like, yeah, it's not at this one. You may want to try the other one. So pop that in the GPS. It says, yeah, it'll be 21 minutes.
And I was like, oh, S-H-I-T. Okay.
Any other cravings?
So consistently, I'd say over the whole time that I've been pregnant, I consistently craved lasagna. Frozen Stouffer's lasagna. Cinnamon rolls.
Sweet tea.
Has been consistent. Sweet tea has been, and I had gotten off sweet tea for a really long time. So, especially a good Arnold Palmer. Oh. So those have been my consistent.
Sandwiches.
I know. I want a sandwich right now.
Every day you want a Publix sub.
So I try not to give into that craving because pregnant women aren't supposed to have deli because of listeria. But when I did the research, it was mainly for turkey. For cold turkey and queso cheese, but I still try not to like go crazy with deli. But yeah, I will eat hot deli like Firehouse, but specifically, yeah, Publix. What else? Is that it?
Is that the only thing you've been craving?
I have to drink lemon water every day, but that's what I was doing before.
Right. But as Jamilla mentioned, we had our big appointment, which is a 20-week appointment. Normally, this is like your full anatomy scan where they view your baby in the ultrasound just to make sure all the toes there, fingers there, all the body parts are there. And also, a lot of couples, if they do not take the blood testing or genetic testing, they find out the sex of their baby during this appointment. So I was not able to go on the appointment, but I waited very peacefully, calmly, and very hangry for 2 hours while my wife was back there.
Oh my goodness.
Moving around, there's the little legs. The little feet are at the top.
Oh wow.
Little feet.
Yes. I've been feeling her kick.
What did they discuss at the appointment, really? Anything, any findings that you want to share with cousins?
So they said, oh, maybe, I wonder is this what you're talking about? So I am technically right now, what's today? Today is Sunday, so I'm technically 21 weeks and 2 days. Technically, right? So the baby, Holland, is measuring a whole week ahead.
So she's 22 weeks and 2 days. She gained the weight. Got a bit back.
So she's almost a pound, and weight wise, they said I'm gaining what I need to gain weight wise because I'm really worried about. I don't want gestational diabetes or high blood pressure. So Queen had to deal with high blood pressure and preeclampsia. All them E's, y'all confuse me. So. So I'm always happy to hear about my weight. I don't like to see those numbers, but I'm happy to hear that my weight's in line. And so all of her organs looked really good. Her head looked really good. This wasn't a very chatty ultrasound tech. She was wonderful, but I knew everything we were looking for because of Sequina. So they look at the blood flow in and out of the heart. They look at blood flow to the brain. They look at the brain, like all levels of the brain. The back, the spine. This is like an ultrasound where you'd see, potentially if your baby had like a club foot or anything like that. So this is like a really, really big deal appointment. And it was good. And I was very happy.
All right. So another thing, of course, I wanted to bring up is because I've always had a baby shopping habit. Like even before I had kids, I was shopped for babies. So I did want to show you guys a couple of our updates. None of these clothes are sponsored or anything. I just want to share with you what I've been finding. I'll run through it real quick. So it's a little hoodie situation. I've really been into like the ribbed textured little onesies. What does it say?
What does that say?
Oh,
hello, I'm new here. Oh, and this is the color scheme that we've been going with.
Burnt orange.
I love that burnt orange. That's my favorite.
A little teal, blue, grayish, I guess. Work with me, not against me. Anyway, okay, so got another rib. Like I said, I've been going ribbed crazy.
Because they're so adorable.
And then the green. It says happy all over it. Then you get into the little lavenders and mauve color.
I do love mauve. Oh.
And then another
I'm saving
with
that one for the
gray.
last.
And then the final one, we've got a little peach onesie because this will be our third Georgia peach in the house. I am the outcast. And then you want to wear those little socks you got?
No.
So we've really been getting, we've bought all those clothes so far, but we still have a ton of Harper stuff downstairs that we're going to go through in a couple weeks. We have a ton of her baby items like a pack and play, her halo, the bedside bassinet.
A lot.
Walker. Like we saved a lot of things because they were in fairly good condition. One of the biggest projects that we're working on that we will actually vlog the whole footage, we are doing a complete room makeover for the girls. We are pairing with Walden Home Remodeling. So we are going to vlog that whole venture with them. They have done our swing. They redid the shelves in the closet.
Our
they hung
ceiling fans.
Ceiling fans. They hung up a bike rack for me. But we are going
and
to...
our fence.
And our
They stained our
fence
in our deck.
So we are going to do a complete room makeover with them. So I'll, we'll do the whole process. I'll walk you guys through the before and then after. You guys, we didn't do a room tour for Harper once we moved here because it was kind of very similar to what she had at the old house, and you guys had that. But I will go ahead and walk you through that. But I mean, we are completely redoing it. So we'll do a whole video on that. And I'll be sure to let the talent, walk you through her new room when she sees it.
Yeah.
So the last thing I really want to discuss is a partner update, because when most people are pregnant, they always want to know about the woman who's carrying the baby. But what about your partner? No, but honestly, Jamilla has been like super sweet to me. She's very affectionate, more than ever.
Don't be tell about this.
Cuddle, and she's always checking and looking for me.
Oh my goodness.
She's been very patient with Harper, because I couldn't imagine being pregnant with Harper because of course I was always sick and like high risk and everything. But Jamilla has been very patient with Harper. Harper is her new back lotion person,
Oh, that girl can lotion her back. Yes.
So I think we have really instilled good qualities in Harper because she is naturally like a caretaker, and she always wants to help when it comes to cooking, lotioning feet, like everything. Like
she lotions your feet?
So she's like so sweet. Like she's going to be amazing when Holland gets here. But outside of that, like I said, Jamilla has been very easy and breezy for me. I can't speak for how she is with everyone else, but I live at home with her, and I'm really with her 24/7. So, long as she's fed and got the remote control, she's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's pretty. And what I've been super excited about is the girls' bedroom. I got really excited because first Sequina was leading that ship, and then when the bed we wanted got in stock,
it was like, oh my god, like let me in. So yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see that. We also have been planning the baby shower.
Yeah, that's where I was going next, exactly.
Go ahead.
Oh, no,
go ahead.
So we've been planning the baby shower. I'm super excited about that. You guys know we always like to include you all first in what we do. As far as for us, we will be doing a drive-by shower, but we also want to do something to share this with you all. So definitely leave some ideas below and how we can kind of all celebrate together. I do have a registry. We have a registry. People do ask me about it, and I kind of just like don't say anything because I don't like to
give them that registry.
I don't like to feel like I'm asking for stuff, or I know they ask me and it will be like me answering, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna leave it in the information box. If you want to check it out, you can check it out. If you don't, you don't. It's no problem. If we get a couple of items,
we could do a live. We could do maybe like a live baby shower. You guys don't have to get us anything, but since people have been inquiring, all gifts are welcome. And hey, you could even send us a bib, and we'll be very appreciative. If you guys want to do something like that, we could do a live baby shower. We can plan it right around the one that we are planning having, so we could still have the decorations up and everybody can get in theme. I wish it was a way that we could all see each other, but that would be like a crazy Zoom situation. But anyway, we can do a live, and then of course, if you guys do send us gifts, either shoot us an email with your name, and so we can shout you out.
Include your name in the package.
But if they don't, just let us know, like, hey, I sent this, it's from this, and give us your email or whatever, so we can send out thank yous to you as well. So just make sure if you send us something, don't I can't always guarantee that these places will put your name on it, so feel free to say, hey, I sent you guys a gift and you should receive it on such and such day or whatever.
Just because sometimes when we get packages, it's understandable you guys
excuse me.
It's understandable that you may not want to put your address or your whole full name on the package, but on the inside we won't know who sent what. I mean, unless you use the registry, but even in the registry, I think it will put your name.
Right. So either way, if you want
whatever,
if you feel comfortable, put your name, please do, because we want to thank you personally between us, and then during this live shower, we calling you out. Thank you. This is from you. So if you guys want to do a live shower, let us know. Let's kind of work around Labor Day weekend. If either that Sunday or Monday would work, let us know if y'all available September 6th or September 7th. The most votes, we'll do it that way.
I love that.
And my parents will be here, so that'll also be helpful, because then they can read the comments, and they can help us out, so everybody can be active and we can hear read your comments as they're coming in.
The third thing that I'm excited about, guys.
Do I know about it?
Is my birthday.
Oh.
Hello. So what Sequina did for me this year, she gave me a list of all the things that she wanted me to buy her, and I think I bought her everything on her little list.
She did.
So what I've done for her this year is I've made her a list of activities that I want, things that I want, and then I've included multiple price points in case someone else asks her and she could send it to them, like, hey, this is what she's been looking at. So I have been super excited about that, because I think for my birthday I just want to be pampered.
I thought we were gonna go to the Botanical Gardens.
Yeah, I still want to be pampered. It's a whole day.
Yeah. So we're off work anyway, so her birthday will be, I think the day before and the day of will be all about her, and then very quickly into the weekend we will start nesting. We're going to start going through all Harper's old stuff, putting up the bassinet, starting to fill Holland in the home. So we're going to get to that point. We're going to start nesting.
And I'm actually off the week before my birthday, the week of my birthday. Because my birthday's like on a Friday or something. Yeah. So I will begin, like, I got just things I need to organize around the house that I really need to get into and get it together. Yep.
So that's where we're at with things. Hopefully we can do a birthday vlog, and then of course immediately after the weekend after the birthday, so the 15th or the 16th, we're going to be doing the room makeover. So you guys can expect a couple more videos in August, because we'll be doing a lot more. So again, thank you guys for supporting us. Always. We are heavy on Instagram. Jamilla is very heavy on Instagram. So if you are not following Millla.Jay with 3 L's,
MILLA.JAY.
And I'm at QUE the number 2 B, and then we are on at Jamilla and Q, and Harper is at I am Harper Avery _, which I want to just put in a quick plug that page will be changing, because that will be a joint page, and I would just suggest that everybody follow Harper's page, because Holland's first look will probably be on that page, because that will be her new page. So she's gonna make her debut. It's only right that she makes her debut on her and her sister's page.
Totally.
So all right, y'all, later.
See you later.